Oh my god, today we're going to talk about the thing that we don't want to talk about, that we have been avoiding for ourselves for a very long time, just because there's so much heaviness right now, especially politically in the United States. As I'm sure you all know, Donald Trump has been inaugurated into the presidential office, and we are entering a new era of going backwards here in the US. Today was the first day, even after the election, even after we knew, that Project 2025 was something on the books for the next 4 years. I didn't have that level of feeling unsettled and feeling scared, right? And today I did. Today they announced, and today is what? January 20 something. I can't be bothered with the date. But it is Wednesday, and today the Equal Opportunities Act has been effectively terminated. And it got me thinking, God damn, I am at the intersection of so many oppressed identities. And I feared for the truth of the reality that I'm going to live, right? And it's not that I didn't think that it wasn't going to affect me. Of course I did. And I live in a very liberal state, New York City. And so, I have the privilege for now of not worrying about those things in the immediate future. However, it does make me think about the future as a whole and where we are going as a society. And it is not good, girl. It is not good. And as that fear crept into my heart, tried to grab onto me and really throw me down a spiral of hopelessness, I was grabbed back, and I was reminded that this is exactly what they want, right? They want you to be in a fear-based mindset. They want you to be stuck in that spiral of hopelessness so that you consciously think that there is nothing that you can do. And it's quite the contrary. For me, I perceive this era that we are entering into as the last effort that the Matrix has to keep us suppressed and unconscious. We are awakening as a humanity, and in different parts of the world there are different attempts to continue to keep us suppressed. Before there is light, the darkness is pretty dense, and I think that's where we're going into. We're going into the depths of the darkness, and it is important that you remain grounded. It is important that you find peace within yourself so that you're able to weather the storm that is coming. Don't fall into the trap of following every single update that comes from the White House. Some of us have different roles. Some of us have roles to speak, to be the face of change and groundedness. Some of us are there in the front lines. Some of us will donate. Everyone has a specific role, and I encourage you, whoever you are on the other side of this camera, on the other side of this video, to find what that is for you. Whatever you feel compelled to do to contribute to the change that we need so desperately now, do it. Don't fuss about you could be doing more, that you should be really focusing your efforts on protesting, you should be focusing your efforts on being more politically involved. If that is not your lane, girl, don't go there. Don't drive in it. Follow your lane, and if it is yours to contribute monetarily, do so. If you are there to create content that brings and raises awareness to the human existence, do that. Don't get caught up in the fear. Understand the fear. Feel it. Acknowledge it. Be honest about it. But do not let it swallow you whole. Fear is part of everyday existence, especially if you have intersectional identities that put you at a greater risk. But ultimately, it does nothing for you or for the people around you, the people who you support, the people who support you, your community. It does nothing if you stay stuck in that fear and you let that spiral hit you. And if you let that spiral take you and destroy your motivations for living, if it makes you hopeless, don't be hopeless. This world, as terrible as it may seem right now, is not what it was eons ago. We have evolved as a society, as a civilization, and we will continue to do so. The pendulum swings. The pendulum always swings. Where we have times of peace, we have times of war. Where we have beautiful progress, we will have regression. And that is okay. Your job is to remain grounded within yourself and do what you can in the upcoming times. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hella scary, especially for those who don't live in liberal cities. It's going to be pretty tough. Find what brings you peace. Find your shelter. Find your family and do the very best that you can to build community around you. We have an incredible opportunity as human beings right now that we are hyper vigilant and hyper aware of our reality currently. We are more connected than ever. As isolated as you feel, as alone as you may be, remember that we have such a beautiful tool, social media, we have our phones. We have that to find connection, to build community. It's going to require a little bit of vulnerability, and I know. For me, especially, it's very hard to be a vulnerable bitch. But it is the key that you need in order to move and progress into a space where you feel grounded and centered in yourself. Be vulnerable. Let people know that you're scared. Let people know that you don't know what's going on, that you're going to spiral, that you're losing hope. Let people know that. It's okay. You will find like-minded human beings through your vulnerability. Wow, I'm getting a little tongue-tied. You will find like-minded human beings through your vulnerability, as much as your surface level mask and armor. This is a time to be vulnerable. This is a time to move with integrity, to dedicate yourself to honesty, to be disciplined in your routines, in how you move forward. If you have the grand privilege of thinking about all these things and you're not in survival mode, take advantage of that time. Take advantage of that energy. Do not lose yourself in the hopelessness that they are wanting you to get lost in. It is their utmost desire that you feel so hopeless that you don't do anything, that you don't organize, that you don't find community. That's what they want. It's okay. It's going to be tough. It's going to be hard. It's going to be super uncomfortable, but we are in that space right now. We are in that space of feeling the discomfort of transformation. The United States as a whole, as a society, has chosen to confront the shadow. And the shadow has taken form in Donald Trump and all of the legislators and the Senate and the representatives that have been elected in 2024. Remember that and confront it. Don't run away. Try not to feel like there's there's no way that we can get out of this. There is. We will. We always do. The pendulum always swings back and forth. As long as you understand that, as long as you know that this is just a process of what it means to be a human being and that you must experience both polarities, not only the good, but definitely the bad. Find strength within yourself. Dedicate yourself to reading if that's what you like, to going to the gym if that's what you like, cooking, cleaning. I mean, I love to cook, I love to clean, but I'm just mentioning things that I like, but socializing, just use your time productively. Just use it productively for you. Whatever makes you happy, whatever connects you to you and doesn't distract you and doesn't pull you away from consciousness, do that. Dedicate yourself and your time to finding your center. Again, it's going to be chaos, but we won't be able to find peace if we don't have a little bit of chaos first. Okay? I hope that this finds anyone out there who's listening and that you don't lose the hope. I felt it today. I felt the fear creeping up into my heart and trying to really drag me down. And I thought that it would be a great reflection to have and a warning. Do not lose yourself in the fear. It's going to be okay. It's going to be rough. It's going to be hard, but ultimately we're going to be fine. Just take it easy, breathe, and center yourself where we're at. We are going to suffer. We're going to experience a lot of pain, but that's part of the gig. That's part of what you came here to do as a human being. So fight. Fight every day for yourself and for the people that you love. If you like the video, please give me a like, a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell, subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Ciao.